welcome back to Reset and Rise Midlife, where we just don't talk about change, we live it. I'm Coach Sabrina Woods, and I'm so grateful that you're here. In our last episode, we explored the foundation of healing: rest, rewrite, and rise. And today, we're talking about a powerful shift that many women in midlife are facing: the move from survival mode to what I call soul mode. So let's talk about what that really means. Let's talk about the nervous system, and let's talk about trauma. Let's talk about reclaiming your sense of safety, peace, and power. So what is survival mode? Survival mode is the space where everything feels urgent. You're constantly scanning for the next thing to fix, respond to, or to protect yourself from. It's like the body is always on high alert, ready to fight, flee, freeze, or fawn. But here's the truth that may hurt a little. For a lot of us, including myself, survival mode started way before adulthood. Maybe childhood taught you that love had to be earned, that being quiet kept you safe, and that chaos was normal and calm felt unsafe. The nervous system adjusted, you adjusted, and now you're burned out, emotionally fatigued, numb, or anxious, constantly anxious, and you can't figure out why. This is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to heal. So let's break it down. The body doesn't forget what the mind tries to ignore. I'm going to repeat that again. The body does not forget what the mind tries to ignore. In midlife, we are no longer willing to live like that. We're ready to shift from constant coping to intentional living. So what is soul mode? Soul mode is this space where you lead from intuition, where your nervous system is regulated, and it's where you no longer betray yourself just to be accepted. It's where you honor your peace, your energy, and your desires. It's a place of alignment, softness, and steady strength. Soul mode doesn't mean that life is perfect. It means that you're no longer abandoning yourself to survive it. It's where your values guide you, not your fear. It's where rest becomes strategy, boundaries become non-negotiable, and peace becomes your new baseline. So if you're still operating in survival mode, or you're not sure yet, I'm going to read some signs off to you, and if any of these hit, just know you are not alone. 1. You're constantly busy, but you always feel unfulfilled. You can't sleep well, even when you're exhausted. 2. You overthink everything and second guess yourself constantly. 3. You say yes when you really want to say no, just to avoid conflict. 4. You numb yourself with food, social media, shopping, or toxic relationships. 5. You feel disconnected from your joy, your body, and your purpose. If these feel familiar, I see you, and I've been there. But let me remind you, survival is a season, not a sentence. So how do we begin to shift from soul mode? You won't heal overnight, but you can begin today. So here's where to start. Regulate your nervous system daily. This can be as simple as breath work, taking your shoes off and grounding your feet to the floor, or nature. Taking a technology break, walking in nature, or journaling. I find it that freestyle journaling is very different from guided journaling. You can decide what works best for you. but your body needs to know that it's safe. Reconnect to your inner voice. Ask yourself daily, what do I want? What do I need? And what am I feeling? And then listen without judgment. That voice, that is soul mode speaking. Listen. Create boundaries that protect your peace. You don't owe everyone access to you. Every yes must be a sacred yes, and every no must be honored. Prioritize your joy without guilt. Joy is not a reward, it's a birthright. Do something every day that sparks even the tiniest flicker of pleasure. Rewrite your identity from power, not pain. You're not just a mom. You're not just a partner. You're not just a worker or a survivor. You are a woman on fire, healing in real time and becoming whole. One of the biggest lies that we're told in midlife is that if we don't have it all figured out, that we must be broken. We must be an old maid. But I'm here to tell you, you are not broken. You are not an old maid. You are becoming. Midlife is the beginning of us. We lived half of our life. We have the knowledge. We have the wisdom. This is the beginning. This is not the end. This is the sacred place where you stop performing and start living. It's where you stop shrinking and start expanding. It's where you stop asking for permission and you start walking in your purpose. So I'm going to close today's episode with a journaling prompt for reflection. You can write these down later if you're driving or listening on the go. Number one journaling prompt that you can start with is, where in my life am I still operating in survival mode? 2, what helps me feel safe, calm, and centered? 3, what would my life look like if I led from soul instead of stress? Just sit with that. Let those answers land. And again, listen without judgment. That is soul speaking. I want you to know this path from survival to soul is one of the biggest, bravest journeys you will ever take. But I promise you, it's worth every step. The woman you're becoming, she's not afraid to rest. She's not afraid to rewrite the rules. And she's damn sure ready to rise. So I thank you for being here with me today. And if this episode moved you, please share it with another lady that may need this information. And don't forget to check the show's notes for tools and resources to support your journey. Until next time, breathe deep, live soul first, and remember, you were never meant to just survive. You are meant to thrive.